We are about to start some Zodiac Collectives. We are going to start the Zodiac Collectives at 20 likes. So when you come in, get comfortable like that video. Okay, we are going to be doing a collective until we get to 20 likes. All right. Yeah. So let's see what's popping out. What deck do I want to use? I don't know. Hi, Ray. Hello, love. Thank you for joining. I hope that you are good. I hope that you are well. Thank you very much. Let's see. Can we get some cards here for the overall love energy? Actually, I'm going to switch this bad boy out and get a different one. Okay, this one is better. Hello, hello, hello. We are going to be doing a love collective. Please be sure to take what resonates and leave what does not. I will start pulling individual cards for couples or singles once we get to 20 likes. Okay? So let's see what's popping out for the overall love energy. Excuse me. Very first, have faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. Okay, always good to know that we have the support from the romance angels. I might even tap into that to see what it is that they're up there working on. What work are they putting in? I'm going to have to check it out and see. But first, let's finish this. Oh, leave your fears behind. Leave your fears behind. The very next card we have here. They are stopping, excuse me, they are stopping this relationship from flourishing. Unbreakable love. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. Okay. Let's see, we have a lot of cards going to be falling on the floor tonight. Deception. Someone is wearing a mask in this relationship. Okay. This mask could just simply be their fears. You know, their fears aren't allowing them to show up authentically here. But let's tap in to see. Give me one more card, Spirit. One more card, and it is keep the door open. Don't be so focused on a closed door that you don't see the open ones, that you don't see the ones which are already open. Okay, so these are the cards for the overall energy. It does seem like there could be a possibility of a love connection. However, fear might be preventing two people from coming together in a harmonious way. And I feel like someone's spirit guides or ancestors or angels are really wanting them to leave the door open when it comes to this love as well as other love partners, other companions, I feel. Hi. Yes, lovely. I am doing readings. It's good to see you. If you are just coming in, thank you for joining. I do want to use the romance angels just to see what the angels are up there working on when it comes to this love connection. We are trying to get to, I'm sorry, I will be starting the Zodiac Collectives for you guys that's looking for readings, free readings at 20 likes. So once we get to 20 likes, I will be starting that portion of the live. The quicker we get there, the quicker I can wrap all of this up and start y'all readings. Okay? But let's see. It says fearless. Yes, fearless love. And then it says make the effort. So the romance angels are really helping someone overcome their fears when it comes to this relationship and connection. They're really trying to, I guess you could say, get this person like on track or like prepared for all that's to come with this love connection. So this is what the romance angels are working on. Is the fear that someone feels when it comes to maybe being vulnerable, when it comes to being open, about how they really feel here. So these are the two cards that popped out here together for what the romance angels are working on when it comes to this connection. Can I get can I get one more card, please? Marriage. Okay, so marriage is on the board for some of you guys that have been wondering. This has been a very popular topic, I guess you could say, in the collective. A lot of unions are coming together, soulmate connections going into higher levels of commitment, and so on and so forth. Even though it might not seem like it, there is a lot of unions coming together at this time. And this isn't just, cuffing. It's not just because it's cuffing season, but it's actual soulmate connections, going into higher levels of commitment. For those of you that are already connected to new partners or new lovers, for those of you that are connected to older lovers or exes, those connections could be coming out of karmic energy and going, being balanced out in some way, shape, or form, or stepping into like a divine path here, divine journey and or role. So, is there anything else? I said I only wanted one more card, but I'm sure, like, I feel guided to pull another, and that's too many. I just saw a wedding, but that's too many cards. I just need one. I just need one. And it is, you deserve love. Okay, you are lovable. So we're going to tap into this energy a bit. Okay, just so for those of you that are just coming in, thank you so much for joining. So I will be tapping into this couple just to see what's going on here. Oh wow. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on with this Virgo. It could be of significance. Someone has been introverted. Someone has been like been like a loner for a while now. They could be longing for love, which is why it's being presented. They could be manifesting, yearning it. Someone has been a loner for a while now. Heavy Virgo energy. And this person is like being presented with a path or journey that they could go on, that they could embark on, where they can be their true self, be vulnerable, and have some type of unbreakable and unconditional love here with someone else. But this person is fearful about this concept, about trusting someone else outside of themselves, about leaving like sharing. I'm picking up on like compromising, essentially, like compromising what they are used to or what they know, to accommodate a significant other. The Ace of Cups is here and the Tower is here. This person is fearful of allowing themselves to be open to love and it all blowing up in their face, or it all being for nothing. Or it's like there's a certain aspect of them, like their shadow, that's like, I kind of like, I told you so. Like, I told you, you should have just stayed in this deep dark corner for forever. I told you, you should have never left left from up under this rock. The world is so dangerous. Why go out there and live and explore and smell the roses when you could just stay here under this rock? It's like someone's shadow is really guilt tripping them into taking leaps of faith, things that truly will allow them to live a significant life. Life is already hard. The best thing that you can do is really dedicate time, effort, and energy into things that actually make your life significant. Disassociating from it isn't going to make life any easier. If anything, it's actually going to make it harder and so much more lonely. Ugh. But to each his own, just simple observation. Let's see. The Seven of Wands is out here with deception. This person is, they're battling. Their light and their shadow is battling at this time. They are having a hard time really getting over this hump, getting over this particular challenge when it comes to taking off this mask, about how enthusiastic they are about really wanting to be in love or really wanting to take a leap of faith in love. It's like someone keeps guilt tripping themselves for the enthusiasm and optimism that they have about the future as if they aren't supposed to have it. But they are. They have something very beautiful here that they're guilt tripping themselves for it. Clarify this, please. Why does this person feel guilty, for having the capacity to love or to want love? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Love maybe hasn't been all that good to this person. Gemini, Libra, I'm sorry, what the hell? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy could be of significance. Virgo energy could also be of significance. Okay, Gemini, Libra could be, but that was an accident. But nothing. We take everything over here. We can do something with a little bit of everything. But right now we do see the Queen of Cups out here with Virgo energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, and the Hermit. Capricorn, 2. So let's see. What's the blockage here, or what causes this Queen of Cups to really guilt trip? What causes the trip in this entire process, Spirit? The Queen of Pentacles. This is what somebody feels like they deserve. You know, this ties a lot into what someone feels like they deserve or what they need. Someone has a simple type of love, even though their dream is to have something extravagant and powerful and unbreakable. I don't know why they keep trying to dumb down the significance of what it is that they actually want. Like, if I dream, as big as I really want, there's a possibility that my dreams won't be met. So I would rather not dream that big. But that's the whole point of the dream in the first place. That's the whole point of the dream, is to dream as big as you possibly can, as grand as you possibly can. But someone is telling themselves that their dreams when it comes to love are too far-fetched for it to be realistic. They guilt trip themselves out of it, like what they want or what they feel that they deserve is just too much. This could have been something that was pushed on them, or something, this could be coming from a plethora of areas, spaces, and places, but it has a lot to do with what this person feels they deserve. Heavy Virgo, okay? But we do have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy out here, as well as Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So let's see, clarify the Ace of Cups. It's like someone has a standard of love that they truly want, but whenever the list is complete, they guilt trip. It's like, of course, they guilt trip themselves, but they start scratching things off that they feel are unrealistic. Oh, I want a love that is unbreakable. Everybody's love can be broken. Love is, I'm hearing like pessimistic, like a pessimistic mindset. Someone is caught between being pessimistic about their mindset and optimistic. I'm sorry, pessimistic and optimistic about their love life. Someone is like caught in between those two mindsets and they can't really find their authentic flow here. It's like they're being pulled between what definitions of love have been maybe displayed to them or what they're just simply familiar with opposed to what they are creating within. Hi, Rose. The lovers is out here. This is what they're not taking into account. They're not taking themselves into account. I feel, it's they're not giving themselves the necessary credit for being able to give the quality of love that they're looking to receive. And that is a mistake. It's like, they could be basing their definition of love off of other people rather than their own personal experiences. And even if it is their own personal experiences, unfortunately it's false. The experiences that they have dealt with in love are a bit false. It's not about, how can I put this, as you, from the age when you're, a preteen or a kid, or whenever you have your first love, to your, overall soulmate or divine counterpart, there are plethora of love phases and stages that you go through in order to know what it is that you truly want and that you truly deserve here. But I feel like because of those beginning stages, or because of just the trials and tribulations that someone has experienced in love, they've taught themselves not to expect much from it. And that is the exact opposite. I feel that someone should be having, because they have gone through, because they've gone through what they have gone through, they are in a space and place where they can be expecting. Those expectations are playing a role here. Surely, okay, having discernment for what you don't want allows clarity for what it is that you do want, what it is that you do need. The love languages that are compatible with you. So often, we're in the dating world and we have no idea what type of love languages are compatible with the type of, like, with what we need, as opposed to what it is that we actually want. So since someone has had the courage to go through those trials and tribulations, they are in a great space and place to really be able to discern what love is qualified for them. But instead of using that optimism and enthusiasm that they feel, they're basically like not doing that. They're punishing themselves, essentially. The Death card and the Six of Wands is out here. They're punishing themselves for what they've been through to get here, as opposed to making it here. You made it here. Even if you did have to go through a few deaths and rebirths, you still was born again and made it here to live to tell the tale. That deserves credit. They're not giving themselves enough credit here when it comes to love. Hi. Hi, Daniel. Hello. We have Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The Four of Cups is out here. Just based off of what this person has been through, it was enough to dampen the mood when it comes to love. It's enough to dampen the mood, around the whole idea or the entire ordeal. But now they're being presented with a love connection that allows them to be fearless. This love connection that they have coming into their life is everything that they have manifested, and there are no opposing factors here but their own personal fear. So now what? When they're all of the shoulda, coulda, all of the, cons to why you couldn't dream your wildest dreams when it has come to love are out the window, because in this particular situation and scenario, they don't apply. So, will you have enough courage to take the leap of faith on the love? Or are you going to let that shadow creep in? And this is where the test really comes in for if it's wisdom or if it's fear. Because someone is claiming that it's wisdom, but the oracle cards and the romance angels say that it's fear. So if I'm here to put belt to ass. Queen of Swords. I'm here because there is love around you that it's time for you to embark on. It's time for you to stop making excuses for why you can't, or why it can't be. This can't be. This can't be. Why the hell can it? Why can't it? Because you said it can't, or what? What is the reason? Okay? Clarify the Queen of Cups here. The Four of Wands is out here. Now that's home. Now that is home. I'm talking about the best, the safest, you know, the safest love that you can have is home. So, the Queen of Wands is out here. So I see some queens. I see the Queen of Cups. I see the Queen of Pentacles. I see the Queen of Wands. You have a lover out here that, checks off all of the boxes, checks off all of the boxes for you. So what's going to be your reason now for what's the holdup? Will there be a holdup, and what will it be? Will there be a holdup now that all lights are green, all boxes are checked off? Is there going to be a blockage, or is this going to be smooth sailing? It should technically by rights be smooth sailing. Technically, but I'm picking up on a technicality. The fucking devil, didn't I just tell you? I knew it. I thought you said you were ready for love. The cards say otherwise. The cards say that it has absolutely nothing to do with the past endeavors that you've experienced and punishing yourself and so on and so forth. You're just scared. You're scared. What are you scared of? The stress? Life is already stressful. Let me be the one to tell you if you don't already know. If you didn't already know, life is already stressful. Okay? That comes with life, regardless of if you have a partner or not. So you could stress about the stress, but where does that get you? Someone is trying to avoid the stress, that could potentially come with love, and the overthinking and the worrying and all of that could potentially come with love. As if that's not a natural part of life. I wonder how you deal with stress and fear and all of that in your own personal life as well. Do you not take leaps of, I just was talking to a Scorpio. Do you not take leaps of faith in your own personal life? Are you known to only sticking to the things that you are already successful at doing? Or are you willing to take leaps of faith in other directions in your life if you feel genuinely guided and pulled to do so? And if not, what is really stopping you from doing that? It really needs to be addressed. Hi, Pearl. We are on our way to 20 likes. We are on our way to 20 likes. But the devil is out here. The devil is out here with the 9 of Swords. Let's see. Clarify the 4 of Cups. I see 94 and 94. 94. I'm seeing them back to back right here. Give me some more here, Spirit. Clarify the 4 of Cups, please. The 10 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Oh, so the fear is abandonment. That is what it's all stemming from. So instead of allowing themselves to feel love, even if it's, I'm not going to say even if it's for a short period of time, allowing themselves to experience the bliss of love in their life, they would rather deprive themselves of it and go without it than to experience it and it to be taken from them. This is so ass backwards, in my opinion. So you would rather have a full life, a full long life of agony, loneliness, pain, misery, shadow, hermited energy because of your fear of getting into a relationship and the person potentially leaving. You would rather just be alone. But that is a lie. That is fear. We already established that. You are telling yourself a lie. And I just want to ask you, since you've been alone, how have you liked that? How has that been? Can you do that for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, however much long? Do you think that is going to make your life more fulfilling? Are you, if you are alone, are you living a fulfilling life alone? Do you appreciate your own company? Do you actually do the things that you want to do in your life? Or are you just alone and miserable? Because the Nine of Swords is telling me that you're not even happy alone. And that you're allowing fear to stop you and prevent you from living in the love and light that you actually want. So before you give an excuse, let's just get down to the get down. You have abandonment wounds and issues that don't allow you. This is kind of giving like, I'm picking up on maybe agoraphobia could be of significance. I don't know. It doesn't feel, but it seems like it's kind of stemming over. Like somebody has a severe, maybe PTSD or something of that nature. Survival's guilt could also be of significance. If someone lost someone else at a very young age or something of that nature. Okay. Hello, everyone. We are hoping to get to 20 likes soon. I hope that you guys are good. I hope that you guys are well. So, oh, I see the Four of Pentacles and I see the Wheel of Fortune. They, first it was abandonment. So as opposed to that, I'm picking up consistency. You know, someone has been consistently making the effort, you know, consistently showing up, consistently checking in. They've been consistent in their efforts, you know, so that is out of the, I keep picking up that someone is checking every box and still someone is not willing to move forward. Okay, so with this Four of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune and keep the door open, I want to see how this person is going to react to this person actually finally walking away, because that is what you want ultimately, right? You said you don't want love, even though it's been presented to you. All boxes have been checked off for you to embark on a divine love connection. The one that you said was so far fetched and was impossible for them to bring forth, they've brought forth, and you have denied it. So now that this energy is walking away, which you never wanted it anyway, so it shouldn't really be a problem. How is this going to play out now that someone has decided to walk away due to someone not wanting the love? That's what it's out. That's what's out here. Someone doesn't want it. Either you want it or you don't want it. That is fear. Okay, either you're going to take the leap or you're not going to take the leap. There is no in between. There is no kind of sort of shoulda could. There is none of that. Either you're going to jump out of the airplane or you're going to stay in it and crash and burn. Trigger warning, jokes, all jokes, you know, totally metaphorically speaking. But anywho, there is no in between. You know, this person has decided to stay in the plane. They did not jump out. They did not take the leap, you know, and someone is going to walk away because obviously, why would you continue to pour into something that's not growing? That is just common sense. So let's see what's the wheel going to turn. How's the wheel going to turn in this particular situation? What about this person that they were interested in? What's to happen after this person walks away? After this person decides to walk away, what is to happen next? The Ten of Wands is here. Okay, so back to your hermited energy, back to the heavy burden of solitude. They keep, I don't know, this person keeps this label of solitude solely over comfortability and familiarity. It's not even comfortable, but it's familiar, and it's not comfortable. There's no bed. When it's the Four of Swords, if there's a bed, you're sleeping comfortably, peacefully. You got a little pillow, all of that. This is Nine Swords. This is no sleep. You're not getting no sleep. You have sleepless nights. You know, come on, let's really be honest. But someone is headed back to whatever hermited energy they were once in. I feel like someone even came, the Seven of Cups. I feel like the Seven of Cups. I feel like someone even came into someone's personal energy, into their safe space and or safe haven, and it still wasn't enough for this person to feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable here. But what is the Seven of Cups? The Ten of Wands is out here, but what is the Seven of Cups? What options are being explored? The King of Wands. The Star, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, I feel like this person is going to try to prove something to themselves that, and this person is going to try to prove something to themselves after this person walks away, that it doesn't have anything to do with this person, that they ultimately can make their own decision. It's basically like you're not above the program. I create the program and so on and so forth. Somebody really wants to feel like they didn't make a mistake by fumbling this person, by going out to explore options, but this isn't even them. This very energy that they're using to explore options should have been used for this connection. But because of their fear of falling too deep into a true intimate love connection, they would rather take the energy somewhere where they know for a fact they would never let that person get close to them. You're not slick. You're not slick. You're just toxic as hell. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Seriously. You're not slick. Somebody has to stroke their ego or lick their wounds, essentially. But I feel like doing something frivolous to make up for the fact that they didn't have enough courage to do the big thing. Instead of me doing the big thing, I'll go do 5 small things to equate to the one big thing. No, it doesn't work like that. Even if you were to have those 5 small things, it's never going to amount to the big thing. Okay, even if it amounts to it in that time, this is longevity. This is the gift that keeps on giving. This is the gift that keeps on taking. Okay, because all this is doing is taking from you and not giving to you, which is actually the very reason why you said you didn't want to be in love in the first place. Is because you did not want to be taken. You did not want it to be taken from you. Do you see how you're falling deeper into your own karmic rabbit hole? It's like they're putting a ladder there and you don't want to get up. When you don't want to get up, you go deeper. You can't just stay. You cannot just pause time. It just doesn't work like that. Either you're moving forward or you're falling backward. To fall backward doesn't always look like to stay still. And to stay still is never to stay still because nothing ever stays the same. The Five of Pentacles is here. The Two of Swords is here. Jesus Christ. Now you find yourself in this bottomless pit of continuously giving, 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 and never getting anything back in return. But remember, you claim you didn't want it. and now you're not getting it. And now you feel it's like I'm picking up on like a hamster wheel. We're going in circles, we're going in circles, we're going in circles. Ooh, hey, hello everyone. He's a Leo. Leo, he's a Sagittarius. Hey y'all. Hello everyone. We are trying to get to 20 likes so that we can begin. Okay, if you are just coming in, please be sure to like the live so that we can begin the Zodiac Collectives. I'm ready to begin the Zodiac Collectives whenever you guys are ready. We just need to get to 20 likes first. So that's what we're waiting for. Hi, Betty. Hi, Geneva. So you have the Ten of Swords here, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. In a way, this person, it's like they know what they're doing, but they're not realizing the repercussions that it's truly having on them because they're disassociating. They're disassociating from it. They keep telling themselves that if they disassociate from love, that they don't need it, that it's not essential to living a significant life. And it is very essential. If you're not going to get it from the outside, at least give it to yourself inside. And they're not even doing that. They are depriving themselves of it. Okay? They are depriving themselves of it. Which puts them in not just a lacking, like not just in lack, but it also puts them in survival mode. It puts them in spaces and places and environments that they know don't even resonate with them. But maybe it does. Maybe that's really just the reality of this person's energy because they've disassociated from so long. Who they're supposed to be, who they're, the soul contract that they have written as opposed to what their 3D vessel has taken over, they're not aligned. Someone is not aligned with their divine contract. They're not. There are certain things that we experience here that we sometimes feel that we will never get through, and it takes outside sources and forces to help us and assist us, faith and, your ancestors and spirit guides and so on and so forth, love and all those other things that help us get through. But sometimes the 3D vessel, we experience so much trauma that we are stuck in those time frames and we just can't move from them. Someone is not moving from whatever time frame they are in. They are disassociating from love while simultaneously yearning for it at the same time. They yearn for the very thing that they fear. The Nine of Cups is out here. They want nothing more. But there's something so fearful about that, of wanting nothing more than that one thing. The What caused this PTSD? The Page of Wands definitions, how they view it, how they see it, how they were taught it, you know, what they tell themselves essentially, how they define it. Both of these women are jumping, taking that leap of faith. It's what they tell themselves as opposed to the reality of it. Somebody could be telling themselves, "Oh, you're just gonna do blah 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 blah," but the reality is, this is a leave your fears behind, unbreakable love. Take off your mask. Open up the door for love. Make the effort. This is that. But in their mind, they said, you're just going to abandon me. Well, are you predicting the future by saying you know that eventually this person is going to walk away from you because of your inability to open up to them? Is that what you're projecting? Because that is what's going to happen. You're absolutely right, but not for the reasons that you think. Not for the reason, not because of somebody's inability to love you or vice versa, but it's because of you, not because of the other person. Maybe some the world is out here and the Knight of Pentacles is out here. This person is not doing, of course they're not doing the work on themselves, and I feel like that's truly an understatement when it comes to this. I might need to get my other deck. Hi, love. How close are we to 20? Okay, we're getting up there. We're going to be starting the zodiac readings at 20 likes, guys. So that's what we're just waiting to get to, is 20 likes. But I do want to kind of tap into my other deck to see what it is that this person is going through internally that is causing them to project all of this negativity onto each of the lovers that they come in contact with. And where did this abandonment start from? You know, this abandonment started from somewhere. This could have to do with something like I'm picking up someone or something being ripped and stripped from them, of course, at a young age. The Three of Pentacles is out here. Just give me one more card to close this out. The Seven of Pentacles. It's a work in progress for sure. Can I get some clarity here for what caused all of this like to happen? Can we start from like the beginning a little bit? I just kind of want to start from like the beginning of this just to see what caused all of this, I guess you could say. What's at the root of this, Spirit? Ambivalence. This comes from someone's inability to trust their intuition. Resentment. Breakthrough. What's at the root, Spirit? What's at the root of all of this? Trust. Can I get another one? Perplexity. Let's read them off. Read it and weep. We have ambivalence. Ambivalence is the inner tug of war between difficult choices, leaving you torn when making decisions. When you feel ambivalence, it reminds you to face your inner needs. Finding balance will allow you to make the choice that aligns with your truest self. We have resentment here. Resentment binds your soul and prevents you from moving forward. It reminds you to release unnecessary burdens and forgive yourself and others. Through forgiveness, you will experience inner peace, inner liberation, and peace. We have breakthrough here. Breakthrough refers to the moment of successfully breaking through limitations and obstacles when facing challenges, symbolizing your entry into a new phase. A breakthrough reminds you that despite current difficulties, every effort is paving the way for your success. We have trust here. Hi, Adrian. Hey, y'all. Hello, guys. We are almost to 20 likes. Once we get to 20 likes, I will start the free readings, okay? Trust is a firm belief in the universe and the choices you make, no matter how the road looks right now. Trust will guide you in the right direction. When you trust yourself, the universe supports your journey, helping you manifest your dreams. We have perplexity. Perplexity is the feeling of being unable to comprehend the current situation, leaving you feeling lost. It reminds you not to rush for answers, but to give yourself time and space to understand. The answers will eventually reveal themselves. So, instead of jumping to conclusions about what the future might hold or what someone could potentially do, allow yourself to be present, to be fully present. Use your discernment because I'm sure based off of all the hermited energy you have quite a bit of it, but don't allow that, don't allow that overshadow the wisdom. Don't allow that to have you overthinking. Use the discernment. Discern over overthinking. Discernment over overthinking, if that makes sense. We're going with discernment. You have it, as opposed to the love languages that that you need. You can tell based off of someone's consistency in other aspects of their life. You'll know if they have the ability to be consistent with you, and so on and so forth. So trust the signs, and I'm telling you, I can already see that all of the flags are green, so that there is no real reason for why someone can't go on this journey besides, their fear, okay, them jumping to conclusions about what the future what could potentially happen in the future, as opposed to just allowing themselves to just be present. You know, this is a know-it-all. And unfortunately, what this person knows is a lot of pessimistic. It doesn't really allow room for optimism. And that is I just posted something where, it said playing it safe was the greatest risk or something like that. I can't remember the exact download. What the hell was that download? Oh gosh, I had it written down in my booklet and my pamphlet. I played it safe, and that was the real risk. And this is what we're talking about here overall. If you're going to do it, do your fucking big one unapologetically, for yourself. For yourself. If not for nobody else. Come on now. Okay, you deserve the best quality of love. Okay, so it's your duty to find the person that can love you the best way. Okay, and I would hope you're not a shitty person and you actually have the capacity to reciprocate that love back to them. But you feel what I'm saying? Like, even if it's not for forever, because nothing lasts forever, everything is always intertwining and changing and growing and evolving and depleting and dying and coming back to life. It is a process. Okay, but throughout that process, allow yourself to experience all of the highs and lows that you can. I mean, you can't escape the lows, so you may as well, appreciate the highs when they do come. That is the thing that actually makes life significant, as opposed to you not enjoying the highs and having to continue in consistent low. And we don't want that. That's not a significant or good or happy or prominent life, and you're probably going to be reincarnated to do it all over again. I'm just being honest. But yes, hello everyone. We're trying to get up there. We're at 11. We need about 9 more likes to start, We need about 9 more to start. And yeah, people. Okay. Overcome their fears and stuff like that. I want to know the true feelings. Like, what are their true feelings for this person that's kind of changing the wind for them, changing the energy for them? How do they feel about this person? What are their true feelings? Can we get some clarity for this, please, Spirit? What are the true feelings of, like, how do they really feel about this person that they are able to have this fearless love connection with, and, that they can. Hi, Keisha. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi, love. How are you? I hope that you are good. I hope that you are well. What are their true emotions for this person, Spirit? Hi. Please don't spam the chat. Can we get some clarity here? What are their true emotions? Massive regrets. Okay, so they regret maybe not having the girl. You just don't even know what's happened with me and Justin. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy. They are in massive regret about all that's happened with this connection, maybe about them letting their fear, stop them from coming forward to have a new beginning here. They feel like it's too late to start again or to try again. They wish they had the opportunity to do it. I'm hearing if I could go back and handle us differently, I would. If I could go back and handle us differently, I would. Karmic ties is out here. They are, for some of you guys, they are karmic now. Unfortunately, after walking away, you guys are no longer aligned. I said that before. The sweet talk. All right. Well, I don't think that's going to stop them from wanting to come forward to say something. What do you want to say? Say what you need to say. What would you like to say to collective? Serena, hello, my love. I have been waiting for you patiently to come over here. Okay, I'm so happy to see you. You've been missing in action. All right, sir, ma'am, sir, whoever you are that was playing with my collective and wasting their time, acting all scary because you was scared of that good loving. None that you over here. I'm going to let you have the floor and put it all on the table. I'm going to give you 3 different decks to say what you need to say. And I want you to say it all. Say everything. Don't hold anything back. It is dark without you. I feel lonely. Sexual desires. I am better with my mind than my heart. I am afraid to lose you. Will this pain ever stop? We ain't done yet. Come back, Jack. We are not done with you. Where is the rest of it? What's the rest of it? Guys, once we get to 20 likes, we will be starting the free readings, okay? If anyone is looking to book readings tonight, you guys can book readings for live as well. Okay, I do have live reading slots available if anyone is looking to book. But if you guys want the free readings done, please, we need to get to 20 likes in order to do free readings tonight. I dream about you constantly. I hate that I have to wake up because it's so beautiful in the 5D. I miss making love to you. I will do anything just to hold you again. I tried to replace you, but it didn't work out because I'm madly in love with you and I was fighting it. I know this is divine. I'm only staying here for my kids, nothing else. I'm making my way out. This was a hard lesson I needed to learn. I was out of control. I can't stop thinking about you. I'm seeing the synchronicities. It's driving me insane. Okay, Keisha, if you want to book a reading tonight, love, she said, you know I need that reading. If you would like to book a reading tonight, love, you totally can book a reading. I have live slots available. I also have privates available if you wanted something a little bit longer. The link is right in the description of this video, as well as over in my bio, love. As well as over in my bio. Okay, let's see. It says, let me go. You deserve all the good things in the world, and right now I am not in a space to give you the type of connection you deserve. Live your life and let me go. You are my favorites. You are the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. The first thought when I have news to share. You are my person. Something to say. There's something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. It's that they love you. Focused on money. I'm currently focused on my career and finances. My main priority is financial stability. Father wounds. My father is a big influence in my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to my divine masculine energy within me and eternally. And externally, I'm sorry, and externally. Last card is you hurt me. Everything that happened hurt me so much. I need more time to heal. All right. Well, it probably hurt this person when you walked away from them and didn't wait around for them to do nothing. Alrighty. That is the end of this collective. We weren't able to get to 20 likes, unfortunately. So I don't know if we will be doing free readings tonight. If anybody would like to book a live reading, you guys can do so. I do have 5 slots available for anyone that might like a live reading. But if you guys would like to do the free readings tonight, we do need to get to 20 likes. I am ready to go if you guys want to do the free readings. But if not, I understand. Maybe we can try again another time. Because I'm down for whatever. I'm down for whatever. You know? So if we can get to 20 likes, I would love to start. But if not, I understand. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Thank you to those of you that did like the video. I do offer private videos for anyone that might like it. All of my private readings are done same day. Okay? All of my private readings are done same day. And yeah, guys, that is the end of this collective. Bye, lovely. It was so good to see you. It was so good to see you, love. Were you on TikTok before this? No, I wasn't on TikTok. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Thank you for sticking around, love. I wasn't on TikTok before this. I was in a private reading before getting on YouTube. I had to do a private, and then I hopped on here. Probably have to do a private after this as well. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure. It's 2:15. I have to check it out. But I do love you guys so, so much. Of course, you already know that. If anyone needs me for readings, I am available for same day readings. Okay. And yeah. I hope to see you guys during the next live. If I have some time, I might come back on here. But even if I were to come back on here, guys, we still have to get the likes up. You know, a lot of you guys come in from the shorts page or from the For You page, I guess you could say. And you guys don't actually like the live. You guys just come in and drop your zodiac signs down below, which is cool and all. But I still need you guys to come in and like the live. You know, so I really want to get in the habit of that. And anyone that hasn't, been present for one of my collectives or don't know how I read, when I'm not just doing shorts, now you know. We'll be doing a lot more of them on the channel. While we wait for the support, some of our regulars to come in. Okay. I'll be back, guys. I love you guys so much. If you guys need me for private readings, let me know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll give it about an hour or so, and I'll see how I feel if I decide to come back on here or not. Oop. I see the Emperor. Aries. All right, guys. I'll be back.